Oh, indeed, guys. Today is a very good day. Because today we're explaining Minecraft Story Mode. Yes, from Season 1 and Season 2, we learned a lot about Jesse and Petra.
Sure, I'll let you handle it.
And if you want to be really useful, try to look intimidating.
Throughout the years. But we figured out that Petra and Jesse working together don't have very much in common. Find that out in Season 4, where they start talking to each other and realizing this. I go all the way back before we went to here.
Stones, we have our own lives. Doesn't mean we aren't friends.
Stones fall apart, did it? My fault for thinking it would be different.
Where Petra actually explains that she is literally like Romeo and all the rest of the game. Which we kind of get the notion that Petra misses home, her friends. I don't know why I'm talking like this. I sound like someone that I know.
Ending all this.
Not a weapon. It's a
terminal. You can take away.
Where you can hear.
Though I guess if you're here, I got my answer. Maybe someday we'll be together again. Your friend always. Fred.
You'll hear this in 1 second.
I kind of feel bad for them. Don't you?
Yeah, I feel kind of bad for them too.
You'll hear what she's about to say.
They really cared about each other. Everyone talks about Romeo like he was this controlling monster, but Fred wrote that Romeo just wanted to keep them together. More than anything. Isn't that what I've been doing? Especially to you?
But she says that, and if we go back through the footage to episode 7, in the beginning of episode 7, what has she said to keep them apart? Where she says this to the others after a long time going through dimension, she gets tired of this.
Okay, did I miss something?
Where she actually doesn't feel sorry for Jesse.
What's up? I'm tired of all this useless portal hopping, trying to find our way home. What?
Something?
Avoid better than Fire World.
Petra, I promise you we'll find the portal home.
It's that or die trying, right?
So what are you saying here, huh? That you've made up your mind, you're just gonna go through this portal and that's it?
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm just saying that I'm tired of Jesse calling the shots every single time.
But now that we finally got through this series, we can explain some of the characters, including our main character, Jesse. Don't know the voice actor, but hey. We can go back to all the way back to Season 1, where Jesse goes to the Endercon and explains to Petra that he wants to help her. But they get scammed in the middle of all of this. Which Ivor scams them and creates the world's biggest monster that's ever been on the face of Earth.
Gabriel, you have to stop him!
Where Ivor reveals that he is an evil monster, which Jesse becomes the next Order of the Stone. I don't know why I'm explaining this to you all, but I will try. But it also seems unfair that Jesse and her friends, or his friends, have to go against the world to save the world. It seems like Jesse never gets a break from saving the world. No matter if it's Season 1 or Season 2, he has to save the world from something. First of all, the first ever time the Witherstorm was functioning, it was because Ivor forgot to give it the right potion, which with either you or Axel could steal. Except we gave it strength by accident. Which got teleporters. And that was the first ever villain. But if we go back to Jesse's big fan, Gabriel, was supposed to be his #1 thing. But over the years, through Minecraft Story Mode Season 2, we find out that Jesse changed.
It was great, Lucas. Although, not always technically accurate.
But if you go back through the story mode and you go to the part where Stella and him are fighting, you'll see that through half of the storyline, we leave Petra behind.
You can't never.
And we don't even trust Stella to keep Luna alive. And then finally, when we finally escape, we learned about a little bit of Prisoner X, but they are saying Prisoner X should stay alive. I don't know, honestly, Mike, I started my season 1 to you, but I thought I could do it. I'm doing a pretty good job at it. But what also I got confused was, why did it stop? Why shouldn't there have been a season 3? Because it seemed like Jesse was going to the Wooden Mansion right after all this ended. Shouldn't that have been like a season 3? Where we learned about the Nether? Like, were they saving it? Oh yeah, by the way, Petra returns and all, yeah. But not only that, after Jesse and the admin fight for their lives, and then he decides not to fight Petra, and loses to him. Furry also gets stuck. The admin decides to become us, and tricks the town into being on his side. Which I must say, every villain in a story must be good. By the way, if we were Jesse, also wouldn't we not be floating as well? Oh, that's because you just like all of a sudden. The only person I noticed that Jesse wasn't Jesse was Ivor, and the reason why I'm flipping through these are just to show you where we were. Because Ivor not only was the only person alive at the time, but as soon as we left Beacon Down after not winning the competition, or did we?
Like you may have to me?
But we didn't win the competition, and we found out something. It's similar to Amphibia, but except instead of Jesse, Petra, and Jack, Nurm, and Radar going to a different world, we go exactly through the underneath.
Maybe the others found something.
And not only that, but we sneak in. What a weird how Binta catches us right as we sneak through the window. Where she stands right behind us creepily.
You're not Kent.
Also, it's also weird how we don't know how to say anything.
Oh wow, how did I get in here? This isn't where I was headed. Must have been sleepwalking.
Breaking and entering, and now lying to me?
But that's not the only thing. As soon as we came to the New Order of the Stone, things went from the admin to the old builders trying to protect their world. Plus not only forgetting about Palma. And the death of Lucas. With also following Harper's world, which we got her kicked out of. Which I must say, number 7 and number 3 are like my 2 favorite ones.
What is that?
Technically, there is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 episodes in total. If they made any more episodes, there would have to be something that is already not in Minecraft that we can explore. But Telltale Games decided that this should be the ending. Then it would have been the ending, except for the Old Builders finale,
He's gonna let us just take.
where we fight for our lives. Yes, you were right. And Jesse, first of all, actually fails to do this, and gets beaten up by the Old Builders, but gets one last chance to fight for his friends to get home. Which, I get it, season finale, I mean, come on, Jesse just fights for life, and then, like, the admin just wraps everything up. I mean, this is mind control, please. And they argue with their own friend.
We'll never. But I think it's about time.
And as soon as he gives us the book, they turn on their own friend. Like, what the heck? Is he your friend, or is he, like, your ally? Or is he just, like, a traitor to you? And then they capture Otto, as you probably saw in my last few videos of this.
Now it's been fun, really. But I think it's about time we end this.
Not only that, but they were mind controlled. By the way, if Otto didn't join our side, probably Otto would just kept the book for himself. Just saying. And then we finally fight for our life, and at the last second, we die.
This game is...
Which they let us actually die. And no other part of the episodes through 7 and season 2 through 5 have they let us die. This was the only time they let us die.
The redstone heart has been...
Probably because it was like respawn zone and all that. Yeah, probably just to conclude this, I hope there's a season 3, because that would be so much fun to see. Maybe about the Nether or the End, because I really want the End to have like its own update, and we can see like what Jesse can do.
It's over.
Although the only thing that was an Easter egg, if you guys didn't know, from the first season was, you go all the way through this to the almost ending, you'll notice that we are in a Sea World, but instead we choose to acknowledge that we are in a Prismarine world, which boss also becomes the admin, but I don't think anyone cares at this moment. And not only that, we opened the Axe people that are literally Vindicators.
Yup, very bad.
So I guess they let us see something. I would've liked it if they showed us like anything else, like a raid or something in the Minecraft story mode, but I guess there would have to be a season 3 for that, which I'm hoping they actually do. Oh yeah, I didn't ask Telltale Games that I could do this.
But those are definitely not zombies.
But anyway, my conclusion is I can't make all the characters, like, talk about all of them. Because there are way too many characters, and like, I might do that in a separate video, I might actually. But for now, thank you all for watching.